All right, hi everybody, and welcome to the first community call of 2022. It's really great to have you all here, and yeah, really excited to tell you about all the great news we have for the year coming up. It's going to be a really big year for us, and we're really excited to have you all along for the ride. All right, so let's get started. I will share my screen, and we can get into the things we have to share today. Just give me a second. All right. All right, can you see my shared screen? Waiting.
Yes.
Okay, excellent. All right, so as you can see on the agenda, we have some basic news and updates, and we'll also go over some stuff about the Mainnet competition and also have finally a Q&A. And on the call today, we have Wei Ting, who will tell us more about the Mainnet competition. We also have Xing, and we have Yewen, and for the Q&A, we'll be happy to answer any questions you have. So you can direct your questions at any one of us. Also, I'll just comment that our plan right now is to make the community call a regular thing. So we're going to be doing this every 2 weeks. And we're really looking forward to having you all here every 2 weeks. And so we also have a newsletter, which is produced roughly every 2 weeks, depending on the development situation in the project. So we'll sort of follow that schedule and provide like basically updates that are more or less in line with the newsletter. So if you prefer to read it, then the newsletter might be better for you. If you prefer to watch the call or just listen, then the community call will probably be best for you. And as always, we will put the recording of the call on YouTube and live stream it on YouTube as we're doing right now. Also, to encourage people to join the call and just to do something more fun, we will start doing POAP or POAP. So anybody who's on this call right now will be able to claim that at the end of the call. So stick around for that, and we'll tell you how to claim it at the end of the call. All right, so first up, we'll discuss some team news. Just give me a second. All right. So team news, there's like a ton of team news, to be honest. So this is just a small selection that I came up with. As you've all noticed, we have 3 new markets now, and those 3 new markets seem to be doing pretty well. The volume on them for the last couple of weeks was quite a bit better than on Ethereum and BTC markets. So that's really exciting, and we're looking forward to launching even more. So coming up in February, we'll have at least 2 more markets that we're already planning to launch, and probably many more after that. If you're interested in like contributing or discussing like what markets to add next, we do have a market, like a token listing DAO, which we're working on having like, it's still sort of like a work in progress, like in terms of having it be more transparent, but definitely come to our Discord. We have a channel for governance, and you're welcome to like propose any token that you think we should launch, or ask more questions about like what tokens are being launched and why, and so on. Up next, we are currently working on a website refresh. We switched to perp.com for the V2 launch, and with that, we started working on an updated website. We have an amazing graphics and design team in-house, and they've been working really hard on the website refresh. So look for that coming up in maybe the next few weeks. I'm not exactly sure, but yeah, look forward to a brand new face to perp.com. It should be really cool. Moving on to development news. Our key focus right now, as you may know, is working on the multi-collateral function. This will allow you to deposit a variety of different collaterals to use while you're trading on app.perp.com. And that's really exciting. And it's a feature that honestly has been requested since the start of V1 back in December 2020. People want to be able to deposit ETH and trade, or deposit BTC and trade and things like that. And so yeah, we're working on this as our main development focus at the moment. I seem to have a duplicate 3 new markets, so yes, that's part of our development as well. Moving on, we'll have there's something which you may not know about, which is I personally think a really great new thing that we're doing internally in the team is we have a sub team called the growth team. And basically what this does is it's sort of a mini team within the greater Perpetual protocol team that focuses on developing new tools and systems that will help drive growth for the protocol. So basically this team is made up of like marketing people, like a front-end designer and a front-end developer, sorry, and a back-end developer, and a few other people that will basically work to, create and launch and support the marketing team and other teams inside Perpetual protocol to really help drive growth. So actually the testnet competition is part of the growth team's work. So we'll discuss more about that later. And I really think that having this internal growth team that with like the different components of like, a front-end developer, a back-end developer really can support the growth of the protocol. So that's really exciting. Moving on, I don't have any like specific details about this, but another a major part of our development focus is optimizations, especially on the front end, to make the trading experience more smooth and make sure that the protocol is stable and running well, and also make the front end easier to use, more fun to use, and just a smoother experience overall. So the front end team has been working really hard on that. And you may notice small little changes, pretty much on a regular basis to improve the experience. If you, at the same time, if you notice places that you think could be done better, like definitely come to our Discord, let us know, have a chat with us. We'd love to hear your comments and questions. Next, we've also started an engineering blog. Actually, this started back at the end of December, but we have a few more articles that we're in the process of writing or translating from Chinese. As you may know, a lot of the development team, the majority, in fact, are Chinese speaking. So a lot of the mega brains on our team, when they write a blog post, is probably going to be in Chinese first, but we will work to translate those into English, and we're finding ways to do that. Next up, and some of you have asked already and maybe be looking forward to this, is the Perp v2 SDK. So if you're a programmer or you want to interact with Perpetual protocol programmatically, so far we haven't really provided a whole lot of information for v2 on this. And that's another part of the development focus for the next couple of weeks. And yeah, we really want to provide more tools to support developers and people who want to trade like algorithmically or using their own software that they've coded. All right, moving right along, I'll discuss some marketing news. Something really exciting that's I'm sure some of you know already, but if you don't, it's a really cool piece of news. Is we are currently the top protocol on Optimism, and by a pretty wide margin. So let's look at the chart here. You can, if you want to go on Dune and check it out, you can follow the progress. Currently, Perpetual protocol in terms of transactions is like way ahead on Optimism. So that's really cool. At the same time, we really hope to see even more growth on Optimism as a whole. The ecosystem is really, just getting started. But I'm super optimistic about Optimism because I don't know if you've noticed, but a lot of the other L1s and rollups have experienced some outages, some downtime, whereas so far Optimism has really been super stable and super smooth, and we've been really happy with it. So far, we've seen like pretty minimal errors and other issues. So we're really pleased with our decision in terms of where we launched our V2 first. And yeah, it's going really well so far. So that's great news. And we've gotten some great coverage from Optimism thanks to our being the #1, or being high up in the ranking anyway. So that's awesome. Make sure to follow Optimism on Twitter. All right, so moving on. Currently, if you participated in the testnet back in October, at the end of October, beginning of November, now is the time to start trading on the Optimism mainnet to claim your tickets. So basically how it works is if you participated in the testnet competition, now is the time to go to app.perp.com and make some trades. If you're not sure about making trades with like minimal risk, come to our Discord. We'll be happy to tell you about how to minimize your risk and making those trades. The really key dates to keep in mind are January 31st and February 14th. So these are 2 snapshot dates. You need to have completed your trades before these dates if you want to be able to claim after those dates. So January 31st is the next one. And the one to absolutely not miss would be February 14th. Any trades after February 14th will not count. So absolutely get your trades in before February 14th. That's like really, really critical. If you have any questions about this, like I say, come to our Discord. We'll be very happy to answer any questions that you have. All right, next up are NFT campaigns. I can't really say a whole lot about this, but I can tell you we have like a bunch of different NFTs coming out. So look out for those, get really excited. We'll show you a very quick sneak peek with some redactions. So these are some of the NFTs that are coming up. Some obviously related to the testnet the mainnet competition. So yeah, look forward to those, and definitely, if you haven't started trading in the competition, definitely, start trading for a chance to get an NFT. Next, something really big and something we're really going all in on is the referral program. We believe that our referral program can really drive a lot of growth for the protocol. And starting next month, we'll be having like some pretty massive marketing campaigns related to the referral program. Most of these you might hear from through the referral partners themselves. So definitely, check those out. Follow your favorite referral partner. So yeah, coming up, we'll have some like pretty massive giveaways. That's really exciting. So look out for that, as well as some NFT banners and other exciting things on the referral program. So that's another super exciting thing that's happening. And finally, I'd like to put a spotlight on something that I work on pretty directly, is the Perpetual program. These are basically kind of like volunteers who just love Perpetual protocol and want to help out. They help out on Discord, help out on Telegram, or help out like making some content. We've already have some content produced, like videos and blog posts and other help that we've gotten from our Perpevangelists. If you're interested in joining this program, you can just hit us up on Discord, chat with us about it a little bit. There's a bunch of perks you can, including you can receive some perp every month for your contributions. And yeah, so this is another major part of our marketing program that personally I'm really excited about and really love doing. We have some amazing people in this program already. So if you want to join that team, come to our Discord, chat with us about it, and we'll be happy to tell you more about what it's all about. All right, so I will now turn the mic over to Wei Ting to discuss the trading competition.
All right, thank you, Lee. So I'm waiting and I'm leading growth team right now. So right now we have an ongoing trading competition, and in this session, I'm going to explain how it works. So Lee, could you go to the next slide? Yep, so the total price is 15,000 perp, and the price pool grows as number of eligible traders increase. So that means that if you invite more teammates or more friends to join the competition, the available price per person in a winning team could increase. If you are in places that celebrate Lunar New Year, it is highly recommend you invite your family member who haven't get reg could join the competition. And the second point is that there are three prices, which are most profits, most losses, and most volume. And because this is a team-based trading competition, so if your team wins either one of them, you could share the price proportionately. For instance, if your team wins the most profit prices, you could share the price according to the profit you generated within the team. As for how to join a team, we have onboarding sites running. You could go to leaderboard.per.com/onboarding. You could paste your Ethereum address in the website. Okay, yep. So you could paste your address in the website, then you could choose a team, then you send out a tweet. Basically, you are in the game. But in order to receive the prize in the end, you need to generate at least 10,000 trading volume. But that is applied with leverage, so that should be easy to achieve. The one last thing is there's 10% home market advantage, which means that if you trade on your team's market, you will get 10% bonus. For instance, if you are in Team Luna and the volume and the profits or loss you generated on Luna markets will increase 10% during the calculation. So that is crucial for you to choose a team that you are good at trading. So that is the overall the rules of the mainnet trading competition.
Wei Ting, I have one question. So let's say if you're not in a team yet and you're doing some trades, does that count as being in the competition or not?
No, you you need to close off your active position and active liquidity before joining the competition, because some people might already have a lot of profits in their current position. So that will be unfair for other people. So you need to close off your active position and liquidity before joining the competition.
Okay, great. I guess you could also just create a new address and send some funds to that address.
That's another way, yes.
All right, sounds good. Thanks for that. And yeah, as always, if you have more questions about the trading competition, you can let us know either right now or come to our Discord, and we'll be happy to answer any questions you have. So I will move on to the Q&A, and I'll stop sharing my screen so that I can look at the YouTube chat without everyone seeing what I'm doing. All right. Okay, so I'll just say one thing, which is prepare your Web3 address. Later, you have to enter it in a form. So get your Web3 address ready for being able to claim the POAP. I'll be posting the link for the form in the chat in a little while, so make sure you're ready for that. If you have any questions, just let us know in the chat. We'll be happy to answer. Just look through the chat here to see if there's any questions so far. We do have one person saying, can you fix the perp Twitter profile picture, please? I'm not exactly sure which profile picture that's referring to, but we're happy to fix it. I guess if you come to our Discord, you can let us know what it is. You'll probably get a tip if there's something that we need to fix. We're happy to do so. All right, we have one question from Farhan Ali, which is, competitors like DYDX will be fully decentralized soon, and which component would you say you like? I guess what he's saying is what advantage do we have to, you know, either keep our existing market share or expand our market share? Yewan, do you want to take this one?
Sure. So I think that, I mean, it's actually a long way to go for DYDX to be decentralized, because they are actually much more centralized than us. I mean, all the fees go to like one company, and I mean, they have their own chain. They actually, I mean, like how like Skyware works is that they actually create, I mean, like you have to create a kind of like a sub chain for your usage only. So which means that it's actually really hard to build on top of DYDX, because I mean, normal developer doesn't have access to that chain. That being said, of course, I mean, like they have their own strategy, but to be honest, I mean, they have like so many things that they have to make. I mean, make those decentralized, which will take a lot of time. Oh, and also like the order book is actually centralized, it's off-chain, so that's also a big part. Compared to us, we are on the ANM, we are on the public like layer 2 solution. So I think that we are definitely more decentralized. I mean, all the contract is open source. If you go to like Etherscan, you can check it out. So on that side, I think we have done a great job. Of course, there are like more things on the decision-making side. So we kind of like you know, a spin-off like a token listing DAO, we spin off a grant DAO. So give out grant, give out like give out kind of like a token swap. It's not actually controlled by the team. Also, like listing the market is not controlled by the team. Like everyone, if you are interested, you can join, and then you know just like have a voice there. So I mean, that's definitely the. I mean, that's something we will keep doing down the road. We will create more sub-DAO, and then you know, like I mean, there are definitely certain things that controlled by the team right now. We set perimeter, but we definitely want to decentralize those. And compared to DYDX, I think like most of the people, like of course, like you have this question about like checking volume wise, like so if you look at now, I think I mean, in normal days, V1 and V2, combine those, we are doing maybe like 200 million to 300 million at that range. On a busy day, we are doing like 500 million around there. Compared to DYDX, I think on a normal day, they do like 1 billion around there. And then a busy day, they probably do like 3 or 4 billion. So I would say that they are probably like 4 or 5 times trading volume than us. Of course, they have transaction mining rewards, which actually give out a reward to their traders, which also makes, the whole like trading, it's not, it's just like it kind of like skew toward the incentivized like trading volume. So it's it's very different than what we have, because we don't have trading, like transaction mining rewards. But I think like 4 to 5 times. We actually, I don't think that that's actually far away to us. From us. We are going to launch more markets. We just launched 3 markets. This week, because for the past few weeks, we are just busy fixing different bugs and the issues that you guys report. So definitely, start from now, we can launch more markets. We want to welcome more traders trading on top of us. We will have market collateral, which is, I think, this, at least on the ETH ecosystem, we should be the first one doing this. I think that will actually bring a lot of interest, either from traders or from other projects. So I think we have all these good features. We should be able to have more trading volume by having more market, having more asset that you can use as collateral. So I would just say that I'm really optimistic about the future. At least in several months, I think we should be able to catch up to them without that taking transaction mining rewards. The last thing I want to mention is so people also talking about liquidity utilization rates. I actually just talking to Waiting about this. I do believe that we have the highest utilization rate. Compared to all other competitors, compared to DYDX, compared to GMX, Uniswap, we are actually the top one that is super efficiency. Of course, it's thanks to Uniswap V3. They have this fantastic sign, but adding leverage on top of that just make it super efficient. So I do feel that in the long term, this will be our edge compared to all other competitors, and then we will just focus on this more. Yep, that's it.
Awesome, yeah. So definitely, yeah, pretty interesting, especially since we added 3 more markets recently and it increased our volume a lot. So I think as we increase the number of markets that we have, it's going to continue to grow our volume, and that's great. All right, so we have further questions. There's actually one person asking, will the NFTs have utility? Because I have a few, and that's a great question. So far, the NFTs do not have utility specifically, but in the future, it's always possible that there will be some, special things that get unlocked for per NFT holders. All last year, we did release a few different NFTs, and this year we're really increasing that a lot. So, and our marketing team has all kinds of interesting ideas coming up. So, yeah, you never know, but for sure, it's always better to have it than not have it. All right. So we do have another person who wants us to give a brief intro to the referral program, which our referral program actually started last year around March, I guess, and has run until now. And over that history, it's changed a lot. And the current version is based on a lot of trial and error, I guess, and updates and so on. And basically right now, the referral program is open to everybody. Everybody can create their own referral code, but there are sort of special tiers. So if you stake perp, or if you attract a lot of people to come and use your code, you can increase the amount of fees that you earn by quite a lot. In fact, we have 2 VIP tiers that basically have no limit on the amount of fees that you can earn for people who have Twitter following, or a Telegram group, or some other place where there's a lot of traders who would want to trade on our platform and will come and use the platform using your referral code. So if you're interested in the referral program, definitely come and talk to us on our Discord, or I think you can just go to, well, yeah, if you look in our docs, the V2 docs, it also describes the referral program in some depth, so you could check that out. Yeah, all right, I'll just keep going on. So we have another question, which is someone's asking if we are planning to have any DeFi apps, and I'm not exactly sure what this means. I'm very sorry, but I guess maybe he's saying like, are we going to create our own wallet, or will we maybe have integrations with different wallets? And this is definitely a possibility. We've talked to some different wallet providers in the past, and some of those discussions may still be ongoing. But we don't have any like specific plans right now to create an app or integrate with any wallets, but it's definitely a possibility in the future. And if you have a favorite wallet that does do like DeFi integrations, come and let us know, and we'll be happy to go and chat with them and see if they're open to it. We do have another user asking about depositing USDC and what are the best ways to get USDC from Mainnet to optimistic Ethereum, or one could assume any place. From Mainnet to optimistic Ethereum, there's like actually a lot of different bridge options these days. Wei-Ting, do you want to comment on that? Which ones are interesting?
Personally, I usually use aggregators to find the cheapest one. So aggregators such as Mover Network and Lee Finance. So those two aggregators aggregate all of the bridges option on the market. So I just go to the site and choose Ethereum, go to Optimism, then they will find the cheapest one for me.
So is that LI Finance?
Yeah, li.finance.
Yeah, there's really new bridging options coming out every day. Like it's pretty amazing. Like the Lee Finance one I just heard about like maybe this week. So there's always new options coming out. If you're looking for the best option, an aggregator is a good idea. Or like I always say, come to our Discord. We'll be happy to look into options for you. One thing I will say about any of these bridging options is definitely check out the project in the same way that you would evaluate any DeFi project. There are risks involved, and you want to make sure that the thing you're using is safe to use. So, check it out on Twitter, see what people are talking about. Do a bit of research before you use it, just like you would any DeFi project. All right, moving on. Yeah, another user suggests Hop. I've used Hop a couple of times, and depending on the amount of USDC you're planning to move, one option might be better than another. Maybe if it's a small amount, Hop will be better. A bigger amount, you might want to use like X-Pollinate, depending on the chain or something like that. There's always different options and different trade-offs depending on what you want to do. We have another person who's asking, it's actually a frequent flyer ETH meme, so appreciate all your questions. Any plans to move perp staking to Optimism? So right now, perp staking is on Ethereum mainnet, and of course, Ethereum has really high gas fees, and the design of the staking contract does require quite a lot of gas, unfortunately. So we do want to move to another chain. However, we just haven't decided like exactly how we want to do that. Our tokenomics are also sort of we're under discussion, and we're sort of looking to revise those in the coming months. So there's no plan right now to move perp staking to Optimism, but we do intend to revise the staking system as a whole. So that's definitely something coming in the future. If you're already staking right now and facing really high fees, our apologies, and please just keep holding on. And what I would recommend is to claim, maybe claim like every few months, or just wait until another solution comes out to claim, because right now there isn't a whole lot we can do to improve that. All right. I don't see any other questions at the moment. So what I will do is I'll just post the form that we mentioned before. If you were here earlier in the call, you'll know what to do with this form. So check that out. And there is a delay on YouTube, so I've posted the form, but you don't know why. But yeah, check out this form and enter your address, and you'll know if you know what it's for, then you'll get a nice surprise it will take us a little bit of time to like update the system for claiming it, but let's see. Let me just get the claim thing, the claim address as well.
Bless you.
Yeah, that's the audience, the live audience here in Taiwan. All right. So all right, so I posted the claim address for the POIP. It will take us a few hours to update that. So maybe, check again tomorrow, or check again after several hours because it won't update that quickly. So you won't be able to claim right away. But you will be able to claim eventually. If you have any trouble with that, just come to our Discord. Hopefully we won't get like 1,000 people asking about it, but it will eventually get updated. All right, thanks for all your blesses, and I'll pass it along to the audience here. All right. Yeah, if you have any other questions, just post them in the chat. Just give a few seconds for people to ask questions. If there aren't any further questions, yeah, you're welcome to just come to our Discord anytime. We also have Telegram. We have, teammates also checking Twitter more often, so you can also send us a question on Twitter. But really the best place to ask questions, of course, is on Discord. The team hangs out there pretty much all day long. And yeah, we'd love to get all your questions and comments. So hope to hear from you soon. So I guess that we'll just wrap it up. Any last minute comments from the team?
No.
No, just thanks everyone for coming.
And please join the trading competition if you are available.
Yeah.
Yeah, if you have holidays coming up for Lunar New Year, definitely check it out. It's a fun time.
Everyone will
Yeah.
get an NFT if you participate.
All right.
It's actually a good time. I think, it should bounce, right? I mean, like everything should bounce. I don't know.
Hope so.
Okay.
I'm pretty sure for the holidays, yeah, Asia will start buying, and it'll just be up only from there.
I hope so.
All right. Well, thanks everyone for coming. It's been great, and we look forward to seeing you in a couple of weeks.
Thank you.
Bye for
Thank
now.
you.
Bye.